Hey, what's going on, my fellow collectors? Jim here with another figure review. Let's check out the Marvel Legends Deadpool Deathlok. Okay, and here he is out of the packaging, and what a cool looking figure. This guy's gonna look great up on the shelf. As far as accessories, he is included with the left arm for the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure, which, as you can see, is going to be a huge big Build-A-Figure, but I'm sure everybody's already seen reviews on this already. So, but yeah, very cool. Nice shading in it. Deathlok himself does come with some cool artillery. He does come with this kind of like futuristic looking kind of pistol, and it's done in a kind of marbly gray plastic that does have some nice sculpted detail in it, but really no paint. It matches his backpack very well. And then he comes with this huge like revolving military gun that I wish would have came in that same kind of dark marbly plastic. Instead, this is more of just a flat gray. So it looks a little bit on the plain side, but it does have some, a little bit of sculpting in it, and it even has some movement. You can actually rotate right here. And he does come with a big old long band of rounds. So that's really, really cool. And they even have nice, sculpted detail to them as well. And they're all connected. Very, very soft plastic they used. Now, it's more or less just for show. I thought you'd be able to kind of plug these in here, and as you rotated this, it would feed it through, but that's not the case. That would have been a really cool design if they would have made that. So more or less it's just for show. You just kind of plug it in. You can have him shooting and holding on to the other end of the round, which is difficult to do, I will say. He does have a holster here on the side for his one gun, which fits in there pretty easily. And as far as Deathlok's look, I did do a little bit of research. I'm not currently into comic books, I'm not up to date with them at all. But he was developed and first drawn back in 1974, so there has been a lot of different looks for Deathlok. And I do believe this one is a more current look for him. But I think aesthetically it just is a very, very cool looking character, and also carries off very cool into figure form as well. Taking a closer look at him, I think the head sculpt on him looks absolutely amazing. I think they did a really good job on that. It looks awesome. We get some nice, kind of brown and little hints of even like green in the one side of his face. And then of course we get really nice chrome silver on the other side. Clean paint on the eyes. Look really good. The line work is okay. It's not bad. It's done decent enough. The American flag turned out looking really nice. All of this armored parts of them, I forget what the name of this is actually called, but very, very nice sculpting, and I love the bright chrome that they use. It just really makes the character pop. The proportions look great on him. Now, as far as his belt and like his little gauntlet wraps, his knee pads, they're basically just done in a brown. So it does kind of take away a little bit. I wish there was some wash or some scuff or something, but overall it doesn't take away too much from the overall figure itself. The belt does have some sculpted pouches in it that goes all the way around. The gauntlets do have like a couple like line work, like wraps on it, and it does come with this backpack, which is done in that dark, gray marbly plastic, which just looks really good. Now, a lot of nice little details and scuffs and scratches. So very cool. This is removable. You can take this off if you wanted to, or pop that back on there. Yeah, just overall, this guy just looks really good. He's going to look great. I love the bottom of his shoes, or his boots. He just looks really great. He's going to look great on top of your shelf. He does have this one tube piece that comes and connects all the way to the back of his belt here. It is removable, but then you'll be left with that little hole. So, I think it just kind of adds more to the figure, having that kind of hanging off him like that. Now, as far as articulation, it's basically what we're used to, and you get swivel. You can get them looking up up really well. His head pops off easily for some reason, but you can get him looking up, get him looking down. You don't get any side to side, a little tiny bit on that ball joint. The arms do go out about that much, go all the way around. They are hindered by the backpack, but that is removable, of course. You do have a bicep swivel. You do have double jointed elbows, which only give them about 90 degrees. And you do have a swivel and a hinge in the hands. You do have an ab crunch that gives them a click forward, but decent range. Going back, not so much. Could be the backpack. Take the backpack off and see. No, it's not the backpack. That's just as far as it'll go. You do have a waist twist. Legs kick out that much. Kick forward a decent amount. Kick back. You do have a thigh cut, which is nicely hidden kind of underneath the stripe here. Double jointed knees look great. I like the, the knee pad covers that really well. You do have swivel at the boot there. And then, of course, for the foot, you get really nice range. You can bring the foot all the way back. Really nice forward. And then, of course, you got your ankle rocker. So, yeah, I mean, overall, at the end of the day, a very cool looking figure and a great one to add to your, X-Men shelf, your Fantastic Four shelf. I mean, he's appeared in a lot in the comics over the years. Like I was going to say with the gun, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get him to hang on to this thing. The hands are a little bit on the soft side, so you do kind of have to pry. And I mean, you can kind of make it work, kind of get him to hang on to it. But it is a little bit of a bummer that he just kind of like holds it sideways. Like you can't get him in a like nice shooting pose. It's just way, you have to just kind of have him one-handing it, and that would look a little bit silly. But you can add the rounds, of course, and then maybe have him kind of like holding the rounds with his other hand. So that's pretty cool, very neat. And that, you can pretty much do that in either hand. And as far as a pistol, I don't know if I showed that, but he will hold on to his pistol nicely. It does fit in there, and he does have the trigger finger as well. So very cool. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this guy just aesthetically looks great. Comes with some awesome weapons. Looks really cool. He's going to look great up on your shelf. Now, as far as a measurement, let's measure this guy out. It looks like he is a little under 6.5 inches tall. And as far as some size comparisons, you get him standing up here. Here he is next to Colossus. And I like this color a little bit better than I do on the Colossus. Even though I like how they added some wash to kind of, dull it up a little bit. But something about the shinier chrome just looks much better. Here's Deadpool that comes within the same wave. So you can see the scale there. Here's Cyclops. Here's Marvel Legends Thor, Ragnarok. That just gives you a little bit of size comparison as far as what he will look like up on the shelf with your other Marvel Legends figures, comic book characters, all the goodies. He's going to look great up on the shelf. But yeah, guys, that was a look at the Marvel Legends Deathlok. Very cool figure. Definitely one that I would recommend picking up, especially if you're a fan of the character. Because Hasbro really did do a good job just making him look absolutely awesome in figure form. He's going to look great on the shelf. But that was the review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next figure review. Take care.